Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we dive into the unconventional world of Chris Brogan's 2014 book, The Freaks Shall Inherit the Earth. Brogan, a renowned CEO of the Owner Media Group and best-selling author, introduces us to a new generation of business leaders, the freaks. These are the out-of-the-box thinkers who, by embracing their unique perspectives and ideas, are revolutionizing the modern business landscape. The Freaks Shall Inherit the Earth is a celebration of eccentric entrepreneurs and the innovative minds that don't quite fit into the mainstream business mold. If you've ever been considered a freak, if you've ever had an unconventional or counterintuitive idea, or if you simply can't seem to squeeze yourself into the traditional business narrative, then this is the book for you. Join us as we explore how being a little crazy can pave the way to unprecedented success. Please note, The Freaks Shall Inherit the Earth, copyright 2014, is used by permission of John Wiley & Sons Incorporated and shall not be made available to any unauthorized third parties. The Freaks Shall Inherit the Earth, Entrepreneurship, for Weirdos, Misfits, and World Dominators. Introduction. Are you ready to embrace your inner weirdness for business triumph? Who fancies being labeled as a misfit, an oddball, or a freak? These aren't labels many would willingly wear. We usually crave the comfort of being termed normal, merging into the crowd rather than distinguishing ourselves. Why is this so? What if we turn our perceptions on their head and see the freak tag not as a derogatory term but a badge of honor, something to be proud of and celebrate? What if we're all, in fact, freaks within ourselves? And what if being a freak can fuel your trajectory towards achieving business success? Being a freak isn't about donning eccentric attire or trying out radical hairstyles. It's about charting your own unique course in thoughts and in life. It's about embracing an outside-the-box existence. Think about Steve Jobs, who for some time lived on an all-apple diet, a peculiar habit that helped him plant the seeds for one of the most successful tech enterprises in the world. Or consider Tony Hawk, who as a teenager was virtually inseparable from his skateboard, an obsession that paved the way for his global entrepreneurial success. So, are you ready to discover your inner freak? This summary is here to guide you on this journey. Once you've tapped into your unique freakiness, you'll be ready to create something that stands out in the crowd, something extraordinarily compelling. In this summary, you'll learn how a street graffiti experiment evolved into a successful fashion brand, the secret of Okinawa's happy people who chose their families, and how Thomas Edison invented 1,000 dull bulbs before he struck upon one brilliant idea. Part 1. Unleash your unique character and carve your own path in business. Ever felt like a misfit at school or the workplace? If you nodded in agreement, take heart, because in today's business landscape, being a misfit or a freak can be an advantage. So what makes a person a freak? Freaks are those who dare to think outside the mainstream. They're not content with just getting by or conforming to societal expectations. They're passionate about truly living life on their own terms. Being a freak isn't about adopting a certain appearance. In the business world, freaks are the ones who abandon a stable career to chase a dream, no matter how elusive that dream might seem. Freaks are keen on shaping their success on the foundation of their individuality, and so they aren't bothered about following established norms. The good news for these freaks is that the business world has undergone a radical shift in recent years. It's an era where freaks can rise and take the reins of success. Earlier, climbing up the corporate ladder meant playing by the book and adhering to an established order. But in the age of the internet and globalization, business practices have transformed, making it easier for individuals to let their freak flags fly high and build businesses that resonate with their unique spirit. Marie Forleo is a fine example of this. She ditched her high-profile job at the New York Stock Exchange to venture into the magazine industry. Soon, an article on life coaching caught her eye, stirred her interest, and propelled her to sign up for a training course in the field. Today, she is a successful life coach with a seven-figure income. The societal perception of non-conventional career trajectories, like the one adopted by Forleo, is evolving. Starting a career in an unfamiliar field is increasingly being accepted and even encouraged. Take R.J. Diaz, for instance. A former construction worker, Diaz chose to create his own line of bags and other products. Despite initial skepticism from his friends, his business skyrocketed in a short span of time. Part 2. Determine your personal definition of success and cultivate self-discipline to achieve it. You definitely don't want to be among those individuals brimming with brilliant ideas but lack the zeal to convert them into reality. So, let's delve into some tactics that could assist you in actioning your innovative thoughts. The initial step you need to take is to crystallize your vision of success. Having a lucid understanding of what you aspire to achieve paves the way for you to embark on the journey toward it. Challenge yourself with these questions. What do you desire from life? Perhaps you want the flexibility of working from your home and spending more quality time with your loved ones. You might be aspiring for a promotion or dreaming of trotting the globe. Whatever your dreams may be, remember to set clear, tangible goals. Goals give you a sense of direction. For freaks in particular, it is crucial to be goal-oriented. Freaks often bristle with groundbreaking ideas but struggle to monetize them, as they might not have a comprehensive understanding of the business mechanisms. If you don't have at least a rudimentary grasp of concepts like finance, marketing, or sales, selling your ideas might seem like an uphill task. Mark Ecko, the founder of Ecko Unlimited, is an inspiring example of how innovative ideas can be effectively promoted. At the beginning of his career, he airbrushed clothing with graffiti designs and even ventured into nail painting. His unwavering dedication to his craft, coupled with his keenness to adapt his work to his customers' community interests, earned him a loyal consumer base. But remember, reaching your goals isn't solely about grasping business know-hows. It's equally, if not more, about exercising self-discipline. You might be inspired to hit the gym sporadically, but it's self-discipline that compels you to maintain a consistent workout routine, say thrice a week, week after week. Self-discipline is the invisible force steering you towards your goals. You can't pen a book while lounging in front of the television. You need to cultivate the self-discipline to sit at your workspace and write, inching your way toward the finish line. Part 3. Got big plans? Put them in writing. Devise a daily routine and orchestrate your activities with precision. Ever toyed with the idea of sketching out a 5-year or even a 1-year plan? Many of us have, but unfortunately, procrastination often gets the better of us. So, let's dive into some tactics that could kickstart your life planning journey, beginning today. Initiate your plan making with a weekly schedule. Wouldn't you like to reflect on a week well spent, brimming with accomplishments? To experience that satisfaction, you need a meticulously charted plan of action. So let's get organized. Every night, take some time to list out your tasks for the next day and jump right into them upon waking. Not only does having a written schedule motivate you to achieve more, but it also provides a sense of accomplishment at the end of a productive day, allowing you to unwind in peace. Once you've comfortably adapted to your daily regimen, you can raise the bar. Gradually devise a framework to facilitate the achievement of increasingly ambitious goals. For instance, if mastering Spanish within the span of 2 years tops your agenda, set that as your ultimate objective. Then, make consistent strides toward your grand goal through smaller, achievable targets like vocabulary building or mastering grammar rules. Building such a results-driven system is equally crucial when it comes to nurturing a successful business. A business sans an organized structure is destined to flounder. Thus, it's essential to cultivate tools like periodic newsletters that keep your business glued together. Circulating a regular newsletter among your team members is an effective way to keep everyone updated and aligned with the common goal. It facilitates swift information sharing and ensures everyone is pulling in the same direction. Remember, even the most eccentric freaks require well-crafted plans and organized systems to taste success. An exceptional idea in isolation doesn't guarantee success. It needs the backing of a solid strategy to truly come alive. Part 4. Master key skills relevant to your craft, but understand that you don't need to be a jack of all trades. While grasping business skills is critical, it's a myth that a single individual can have every business skill under their belt. It's nearly impossible to know every nitty-gritty detail about running a business, so it's wise to zero in on the most pivotal concepts. There exist a handful of non-negotiable skills that are indispensable for budding entrepreneurs. This is where many business freaks stumble. If you fail to comprehend the essence and significance of earning profits, your venture is unlikely to flourish. Some basic financial acumen and legal knowledge are also a must, even if the thought of crunching numbers or brokering deals gives you the jitters. Feeling a tad swamped at the start is perfectly normal, but don't let that deter you. Consider devising a learning plan. Aim to acquire one crucial skill every month, and eventually, you'll equip yourself with the arsenal you need. However, bear in mind that you don't necessarily need to be a know-it-all. If a specific concept isn't integral to your business, it might be a good idea to give it a miss and instead enlist help from someone more adept at it. The author himself adheres to this guideline while advising clients on setting up their own websites. He stresses that it isn't a prerequisite to have an exhaustive knowledge of CSS programming, for instance. You can always delegate this task to a professional web designer or resort to WordPress templates. By outsourcing tasks beyond your purview, like web design, you create time to concentrate on the other facets of your business, such as creating content for your website. Investing several months honing your programming skills might turn out to be unproductive. Moreover, remember it's not a catastrophe if you aren't proficient in every aspect of your business. However, never let that stall your learning curve. Even though it's unrealistic to strive to know it all, continuous learning should always be part of your journey. Part 5. Embrace challenges as stepping stones to growth. Remember, it's okay to quit constructively. Obstacles and problems are an intrinsic part of the human experience. In the journey of building a business, you're bound to encounter hurdles, much like in your personal life. If you're capable of surmounting personal obstacles, there's no reason why you can't conquer business challenges too. What really counts is your approach towards these difficulties. Instead of simply throwing in the towel, cultivate a mindset that relishes challenges for the valuable learning opportunities they offer. Each new hurdle is an invitation to evolve. Roadblocks can mold you into a better version of yourself, so train yourself to embrace them. For instance, if you're cash-strapped, explore alternative avenues to secure capital. If the bank turns a deaf ear, locate individuals who appreciate your vision. Hunt for investors who resonate with your grand plan. Needless to say, you won't always hit the bullseye, and that's perfectly fine. While the thought of failure might be terrifying to most, remember every successful invention on the market is the outcome of a string of failures. As long as you avoid repeating your mistakes, it's entirely possible to fail constructively. This is precisely what Thomas Edison alluded to when he claimed that he didn't fail in his quest to invent the light bulb. Rather, he simply discovered numerous ways to create a light bulb that didn't function. Also, don't shy away from calling it quits. Despite the common perception that quitting equates to weakness, at times, it's the smartest move you can make. If an idea isn't panning out as expected, don't cling on to it doggedly. Instead, shift gears and explore another offbeat idea. The author himself experienced this firsthand. As a child, he aspired to become a fiction writer, and even pursued this dream into his early adult years. However, his career never really soared. So he decided to discard this particular dream and redirected his energies towards his goal of becoming a nonfiction writer. Part 6. Every triumphant freak thrives in their unique community. Nurture networks to bolster your nascent venture. Let's say you've concocted an exceptional concept for a product or service. What's the next step to morph this idea into a thriving business? The answer lies in identifying the right community of people. Communities hold immense significance for freaks. Even if you don't align with the norms of mainstream society, you're bound to find individuals who mirror your style of working and thinking. Freaks might often experience a sense of solitude, but in reality, a freak is never truly alone. Whether your passion involves amassing Star Wars collectibles or crafting Doctor Who replicas using rice grains, rest assured there's someone out there who shares your peculiar interest. Connecting with fellow freaks is a vital aspect of shaping your business. Visualize them as your tribe, a cohesive group that collaborates and supports each other. Once you've discovered your tribe, devote your energies to cultivating a robust community. It might necessitate considerable effort, but trust us, the payoff is huge. Networking and forming connections with other like-minded freaks is a key element in fueling a business's growth. The residents of Okinawa, Japan, exemplify this beautifully. Okinawa is reputed to host one of the world's happiest populations, a phenomenon credited largely to their concept of Monchu, or the family you choose. Once you've located your chosen family, you vow to aid them in their journey towards success, while they reciprocate similarly. For instance, if you author a book that resonates with your Monchu, they're likely to spread the word amongst their friends and family. Provide your Monchu with something of value, and they're bound to return the favor. This type of positive networking partnership proves invaluable when you're in the initial stages of shaping your business. Now that you're primed to hunt for your tribe, the question arises, how? Let's delve into that next. Part 7. Leverage media to identify your tribe and broadcast your narrative. Evaluate which platform suits you best. If you're harboring a powerful concept, it's likely that others might be nurturing similar ideas as well. Be prepared for competitors aiming to tap into your targeted market niche. So how can you distinguish yourself from the crowd? The answer lies in a single term: media. Harness the power of media to narrate your story. Effective media operates like a beacon, drawing your tribe together, sparking idea exchanges and shared experiences. You can connect with those who demonstrate an interest in your work via social media, blogs, or video content. Potent media comprises 3 fundamental ingredients: content, community, and a marketplace. Engaging content is the magnet that attracts the community, which in turn sets up its marketplace. Take the case of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, a mixed martial arts league. The UFC is a prime example of a business effectively engaging with its tribe. By hosting a reality show and several live fighting events, it nurtures a community of aspiring fighters and fans who converge in the UFC marketplace, snapping up UFC products. Each media outlet serves varied objectives. Your challenge is to identify the channel most appropriate for reaching your prospective consumers. Therefore, ponder over which techniques would work best for disseminating your message. Should you launch a blog or opt for keyword purchases on Google? Is it advisable to print custom t-shirts or distribute flyers? Consider the amount of time and capital you're willing to invest in self-promotion. For instance, if you choose to set up a blog or newsletter, you'll have to decide on the storytelling approach. One potential method is the mirror approach, wherein you recount a personal story that resonates with your audience. Assume you're selling fitness equipment. Instead of merely talking about the equipment, share your personal experiences with it. This strategy helps foster a bond with your consumers and fellow freaks, while also making you more relatable. Final summary: the core message of this book. Being a freak is far from a drawback. In fact, it equips you with the power to dominate the world of business. The secret lies in defining unambiguous goals, staying committed to them, and garnering the right support to help you navigate the journey. Don't shy away from being unique, and learn to perceive failures as stepping stones to success. Don't wait for the stars to align. Grab the bull by the horns and plunge into action immediately. Brave the world with an undaunted spirit. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.